Hey, Mark Striegel here. Mark in the minivan again. How are you? We got Pearlie. Hey, Pearl, how are you? Pearl is ready for her walk. We got Queensryche cranking on the stereo. Anyways, yeah, man. Big thanks to Joey Haney, who sent me out a bunch of cool albums and books and discs, including this one, which is interesting. It's the Operation Mindcrime disc, and then also the Queen of the Reich EP with Prophecy on that. See, when I bought the Queen of the Reich EP on cassette way back in the day, in the 80s, it did not have Prophecy on it. Prophecy, I know, has been on some of the reissues of the albums. Is it Rage? I think Rage. They added Prophecy. Although back in the 80s, the first time we heard the song Prophecy was on the Decline of Western Civilization, the Metal Years Decline Part 2, the Metal Years. That was the first time I was introduced to that song as a Queensryche fan, when that album came out, when that soundtrack came out. And Queensryche still rocking it to this day. Recently saw them, and they sold out in New York City, Irving Plaza. I mean, thousands of people. Really impressive. Eddie Jackson on Blabbermouth today, Queensryche's bassist, saying it would be difficult to hang it up right now. And of course, they have the new record, The Verdict, which is a really good listen. I highly recommend you checking that out. And I get it, because I feel like Queensryche, Tate left, and I felt like they kind of picked up the pieces. You got to remember, less than 10 years ago, back in 2011, I think my car's on. Oh, that probably sounds better, right? Sorry about that. Back in 2011, the band still had 4 original members at that point. Now they're down to 2. And they've really, which is okay, they still are true to the Queensryche sound, in some ways more so than they've been in years or decades. They really are embracing that early Queensryche sound and delivering new music that is in that same vein. And I really respect what they're doing. I totally get what Eddie is saying. I mean, I'm guessing he means that they're kind of... the ball is rolling uphill for them, man. They're doing good. They've rebuilt things, and I love seeing this. And I've seen this with the band Kix. Kix is a band that they really rebuilt things and have brought back their fan base. Queensryche, they never lost their fan base on the level that a band like Kix did, but they did, and they've rebuilt it, and they're really on the upswing. I was blown away to see them sold out at Irving Plaza in New York City. It's only a few years ago I remember seeing them, well, maybe more than a few years ago. 6 years ago, back when Todd first joined, seeing them in New Jersey, and, there were people there, but it wasn't sold out, and man, they have built the Queensryche machine back. Big props to Eddie Jackson, Todd LaTorre, Mike Wilton. They are kicking ass, and I'm 100% behind you guys. What else is going on today? I'm going to see Billy Joel tonight. Never seen Billy Joel. I'm psyched. Might get backstage. It sounds like we're going to. I don't expect to meet Billy, but Chuck, the drummer, is going to show us around, and we're going to hang with him before the show. At least that's the plan. And I wanted to mention that, Fox News, CNN, all your stupid TV media outlets and internet outlets are reporting about this black metal church burner in Louisiana. Metal, scary, and I still got my seatbelt on too. I don't know what's going on here. First of all, it's hilarious to watch these mainstream media outlets try to explain what black metal is, and a lot of times I'm seeing with this thing, they're just kind of throwing it in, it's heavy metal. It's really not, guys, and I'm not an expert on black metal. I read Lords of Chaos. I've listened to it a little bit. Black metal is, the thing that drives me crazy about a lot of it is the nationalistic stance. And I believe that the, Norwegian bands and stuff, Burzum, for example, I guess that's how you say it, right? I mean, these guys he's a nationalist. I believe he's anti-Jew, and I will tell you that Burzum shirts, they're like all the rage among the cool kids. And I recently saw this metal chick from Staten Island wearing a Burzum shirt, and she's Jewish. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, what are you gonna wear next? A freaking swastika? It's like black metal. You know, the music is one thing, but there is a mentality that goes along with a lot of it that is nationalistic and anti-Christian, anti-Jew. And I think I think before you put on your Burzum shirt, and I know I'm going off on tangents here, just think about what the Varg's message actually is and what he believes in. All right, because I know you think you're cool. It's like the people who wore G.G. Allen shirts, like, you know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, about 30 years ago, right? They thought, oh, it's so cool. And G.G. Allen sucked. He still sucks to this day. You know, he sucked his brother's dick on stage, but I'm not talking about that. His music sucked. But you know, G.G. Allen, Burzum, all these things, because they're so shocking, people want to wear their shirt. But you got to sometimes look at the message, and if it's a message of hatred, don't support it, and don't wear fucking shirts that you have no idea what the band is about, or, you know, and that goes for people like wearing a freaking Queensryche shirt and you don't even know Queensryche. Take it off.